Hi, I'm Michelle from Michelle's Romantic Tangle, and the plan was to have a floss tube video for you this afternoon, but I stopped at Hobby Lobby to look for some things I needed for a tutorial and saw the tempting orange clearance stickers and wandered over to see if there was any more cross stitch marked down. There wasn't, but there was yarn, and since Hobby Lobby clearance sales are kind of time sensitive, I'm going to tell you about my yarn today and have a floss tube video for you tomorrow. So if you've been following me for a while, you'll know that last year was my first experience with the Hobby Lobby yarn clearance, and I went a little nuts and might have brought home 2 shopping carts full, but I don't feel guilty at all, even after a year. I've knitted up a lot of it, and I'll knit up the rest of it, and I'm not keeping track of what goes in and out anymore. This is different from what I had. So I'm going to share what I got and why I got it, and share some of the mistakes I made with last year's yarn choices, and you're going to have to put up with me squinting to get yardage and content. These are called Luxe Lollies, and they are 502 yards of, what are you? Sorry, acrylic, 502 yards of acrylic. I looked on Ravelry after I got home. It looks like most of the finished projects are crochet, but oh, this stuff is so pretty and so soft, and it's loosely spun. I don't like loosely spun, but look at those colors and that yardage, and it was $1.99 a cake. So it's a bit of a gamble. I don't know if I'm going to like knitting with it. We will see, and for $1.99, if I hate it, it's a risk I'm willing to take. This is Yarn Bee Breathe Deep. They had 1 skein of the burgundy and 2 skeins of the black. They were $1 each. It is 100% polyester, 216 yards a skein. I am thinking of maybe starting the center of the shawl with red and then going into black lace, maybe, or stripes or something. It feels really soft and really nice. So this is Lion Brand Flicka. That's another one I am not familiar with. It is confetti, so will not stripe. The heck are you? I looked at all of these in the store. It feels like cotton. It's 196 yards a skein. So 3 skeins should make a nice shawl. I'm not seeing the fiber content, but like I said, it feels like cotton. This is Yarn Bee Fair Isle. I did buy some of this last year and have not knitted it yet. It is 80% acrylic, 20% alpaca, and 254 yards a skein. So I got 3 skeins of the pink pattern and 3 skeins of the blue pattern. I'm hoping to use this for prayer shawls. I have an idea of what I want to do. Last year I only bought 2 skeins of each of the 2 colors I bought, which is not enough to do the idea in my head. 3 skeins will be enough, so I'll be letting you know how it turns out. One of the things that I did learn from last year is to watch the yardage per skein. These are, I've been telling you prices, this was $1.32 a skein, regular price $5.49 a skein, so I tried to go with higher yardage skeins so that I'll be able to get more finished projects for my money. And I don't think I mentioned, this whole haul is $41 worth of yarn at 70%. I paid $41. It was 75% off from the original prices. So you can't get estate sale yarn for what I was paying for this stuff. And it is brand new, and it smells like the craft store, and I'm a little giddy from yarn fumes, I think. This one is Yarn Bee Rustic Romantic. It is 220 yards a skein, 85% acrylic, 15% hemp. It feels like this has got a funky twist going on in that one. I should have swapped it out for another skein, but it feels like it'll be nice and smooth and soft and easy to knit with. One of the things last year, I bought a lot of yarn that was soft and gorgeous, but it was loosely spun, and I've quickly discovered I don't have the patience for loosely spun yarn. So these are loosely spun. They may be a challenge, but again, they're so pretty and so soft. And those two are almost the same color. Why did I do that? This is Sinfonia. It's 100% cotton. It's got a very cottony polished texture to it, let's say that. And it is a secret. 200 meters. I don't know per skein. I don't know what that translates to in yards off the top of my head. $1.49 a skein. I have knitted lace in cotton like this before and been happy with it, so I've got high hopes. That Yarn Bee Rustic Romantic, I got 2 different colorways. I got a lot of it because I'm figuring I'll have a green shawl and an oatmeal-y shawl, and then whatever is left over I will stripe or color work or something. And then this one is I Love This Yarn Chunky. I did knit a shawl with the I Love This Yarn Chunky I bought last year, and I loved it. This was the only color they had still on clearance, $1.24 a skein. And I love this orange. We vacation in Red Rock Country in Utah and Arizona a lot, so this color kind of makes my heart go pitty-pat, and I want to make myself a shawl. So that is what I got. I still have lots of yarn from last year. I'm not even pretending that I knitted all of it. I've maybe knitted a big enough hole that this will fit in. And I do. I mean, I think I've probably knit this much yardage since last year. Might be deleting myself a tiny bit, but it's close to true numbers. I would have bought more, but I was being restrained, and these prices, I think I already said in this video, estate sale yarn, they're putting $2 a skein on Red Heart Super Saver and yarn that isn't nice and that has been in somebody's musty closet. So if I can buy nice yarn at these prices and use them to knit prayer shawls and whatever else I'm knitting, I'm going to do it. And with the prices of yarn going up and up and up, I'm not going to wait until I've knitted my way through my entire stash before I restock. So thank you for watching. If you are a knitter, get yourself over to Hobby Lobby because this stuff is nice. And I knit with craft store yarn. I knit with acrylic. So yes, I know there are different yarns out there. This is my comfort zone where I like to play. If you share the same comfort zone I do, scoot over to your Hobby Lobby while it might still be this inexpensive, and you can get a phenomenal amount of bang for your buck. And I mean, if it turns out I love some of this stuff, I can pay full price for more of it. But for experimenting, I love finding it on clearance like this. At the end of this, I will insert a picture of last year's Hobby Lobby yarn clearance damage so you can see how much better I was this year. And the picture, the pile here that I had here when I took the picture looks almost as big as last year's pile, but I had so much less yarn today and spent so much less money today. Thank you so much for watching. I will hopefully have a new FlossTube video for you tomorrow, and I've got some tutorials on the way and more thrifting videos, and if you want to know when those are coming out, please subscribe. And I hear that ringing the bell makes it show up in your notifications, but you can always click over there on the left-hand side of your screen for subscriptions, and it will tell you new videos from all of the channels you're subscribed to. I'm Michelle from Michelle's Romantic Tangle, and I'll see you again soon.